It's all new Family Guy cereal!
Peter, what are you doing?
Eat my brand new frickin' sweet cereal, Brian. You want some?
I didn't know you had a cereal, Peter. What's it like?
I'm glad you asked, Brian. It's a wonderful cereal with colorful shapes like Lois, Peter, Chris, Stewie, Brian, and even Meg.
Wow, Peter, I would like a bowl.
Peter, you can't be eating all of our cereal.
Shut up, Lois.
All new Family Guy cereal in stores now.
Alright, before we get into the fun stuff, I need to sit you guys down and have a serious chat. I love Family Guy, and I'm being dead serious. Family Guy is the big meme. Look at the funny Peter, guys. Let's deep fry it and make him say, "Hey Lois, I'm a communist." But Family Guy is genuinely one of my favorite pieces of media of all time, and I'm not even fucking joking. I was introduced to Family Guy at the age of 2 years old. It was my first love. I loved Family Guy before I even loved Star Wars. Hell, the way Star Wars is going, I probably love it more than Star Wars. I've rewatched the entire show at least 25 times. Whenever I'm editing anything or just relaxing normally, it's on. I've seen the whole show so many goddamn times that there was one time where I shit you not, I took a nap and dreamt the entirety of Season 8, Episode 18, almost completely unchanged. How the fuck did I even do that? I get annoyed that Family Guy has this stigma that it can only be enjoyed ironically or with Subway Surfers underneath, because this show is my fucking shit. Keep Family Guy's name out your fucking mouth! Haha, Brian Griffin got hit by a car. Remember how silly that was? Okay. But did you cry? I was sobbing that night. Lord knows I've had so many ideas, but I've been avoiding making Family Guy videos because I don't want to look like someone who's just trying to get in on the meme or trying to be the Family Guy guy. But now I think I'm finally over my fears because the Family Guy content starts now. Family Guy toys! What? Growing up alongside Family Guy is interesting because so many episodes are burned in my brain and I have so much useless fucking trivia knowledge. But outside of a few choice items, I don't really have a lot to show for it. I used to have this really cool Quagmire bobblehead and you'd press a button on the base and he'd go giggity giggity giggity. But one cold Canadian winter, Glenn wasn't so lucky and he got left outside on the cold front. All that remained was his headless body, and to this day, I don't know what happened to that brave soldier. Family Guy has such a rich history of merchandise, but unfortunately it all goes for really steep prices now. And you can basically find nothing in stores. It's a real shame. I bought a bunch of shit. When looking at merch for literally any franchise ever, where do you even start? Show me plushies! Literally everything ever has marketable plushies. It's literally capitalism 101. Man, I really like Sonic. Bam! Man, I really like Star Wars. Bam! Man, I really like Mario. Bam! Holy fuck. Family Guy characters have never really been able to translate into 3D very well. It's only been done well a couple of times, like when the family was animated 3D in Back to the Pilot, or the Namco line of Family Guy plushies was probably the first time some of these characters ever entered the 3D space. And some of them look way better than others. This line is huge, and every time I keep thinking I've found them all, another one shows up.
Santa Brian.
The main ones I keep seeing are Chris with a lion's mane, a very pissed off Stewie, Death, and a colossally sized Peter Griffin. I was gonna buy the Peter from this set, but I really don't like this early 2000s trend of Family Guy merch giving Peter these large protruding black glasses. The Kid robot figures did the same thing, and Peter just doesn't look like this. And it bugs me. I ended up buying the Namco Brian plush because he's always been my favorite of this set and he looks super dopey. I've always thought these Namco plushes were kind of interesting because they kind of look like shit, but that's what I like about them. This is still in that era where plushes would have these little kind of plasticky eyes, so if you smack him on the table, he makes a kind of sound. I love this weird kind of half-ass mouth they gave him because he kind of looks stoned all the time, but this is before, like, Stoner Brian was a thing. This is like, you know, hey Peter, what are your pants doing on past it? Whose leg do I have to hump to get a dry martini around here? It's that era of Brian, so he's not like a Weedian yet. This is firmly Peter sidekick era Brian, and I really wish that I had a Peter to compare him to. And fortunately, I do. The Family Guy Big Head set is a rare case of Family Guy merch being made a little more recently as opposed to the early 2000s. They were mainly made for claw machines, and the only way to buy them officially, to my knowledge, is to actually order them straight from the manufacturer in bulk. And to be honest, I almost did because I thought it would be funny, but this video really set me back a few years. This is all I got to my name now. I love these big head plushes because they really do a good job of translating the art style, but also just looking funny. Because, like, this Lois is fucking hilarious. It's a very funny looking Lois. And I mean, this Peter, it's very funny looking Peter, but at the same time, it's Lois and Peter, firmly enough. There's no, like, weird, plasticky, black glasses on Peter. It's just, it's Peter. It's Peter Griffin. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? That is Peter. They were definitely made with Crane Games in mind, and, you know, feeling them, you can tell. Like, honestly, it's not the most, like, soft kind of feeling when you squeeze them like that. Because, I mean, you know, they're Crane Games. They're meant to be manhandled by a metal claw. I'm sorry, Lois. I've been abusing the shit out of you. My apologies. One thing I did notice is the Peter actually feels a lot softer than Lois. Like, Lois is a very, like thud, and then Peter's just kind of a... I don't know if you can tell a difference or if it even picks up on the mic, but it's there, okay? Just trust me. But who needs plushies? What am I, 5? We're all about those action figures, baby! There are so many fucking Family Guy action figures, it's actually insane. One of my saddest memories is being at a Comic-Con and seeing a booth full of Family Guy figures going for only $14 a piece. And instead I bought this stupid-ass, ugly-ass Peach plush that's worth $7 and a bag of Fritos. The Mezco line of Family Guy figures is massive, spanning all the way from Quaglin to Naked Peter. And they are all just so expensive. Oh, that's not bad. Lois, Peter, Chris, and Death for only $80? That's a steal. Holy shit. They were only $14. So I needed to just settle on one figure, just one, to keep my bank account in order and avoid complete and utter bankruptcy. I got a little carried away. The Family Guy mini boxed set. It's very interesting because up until just now, I didn't realize these are tiny. And who could forget my favorite character? Deluxe Sexy Party Stewie says over 11 phrases. Now I'm gonna make the almost $100 I spent on this completely worthless because I'm gonna open it now and it's gonna hurt a little bit. I don't know if it's the plastic or if it's whoever owned this previously, but this box smells like cigarettes. Stewie. Meg's interesting. She actually moves her arms and her head. This is what I... Oh. Uh-oh. Wow, okay, that's what you get for buying 20-year-old Family Guy toys. There's not a high bar of quality there, but, you know. Man, that actually ruined my day a little bit. Holy crap, Lois, it's Peter. Get out of the way! Look, it's Peter Griffin. He's here. Lois Griffin is very interesting because she can move her torso. Look at that, dude. That's good stuff. Problem with these figures to me is that they're just not really doing anything. Like, look at this. This is as expressive as you can get with this Lois. Is just arms out, face forward. That's as good as it can get. And it's the same with all of these. Like, Chris is the exact same. Chris has the same issue where, like, his legs are just kind of molded together. Like, you can't move his legs. They all have this, but I feel that, like, I know they're tiny, but you could totally make them move a little bit. You know? And Brian's here too. They all just kind of stand around. That's the problem. They can't do anything. They can't, like, I know they're tiny figures. Like, what can I even get for comparison? Alright, here's like the Brian I had earlier. Look, he is a monster compared to them. But like, I don't know. I can't complain. I bought all 6 in one box set. That's a pretty good deal. Excluding the Meg, which apparently has a self-destruct feature. Moving on. But why on earth did we stop there? Other people can make Family Guy figures. K'NEX. K'NEX was the poor man's Legos, but the rich man's Mario Legos. I'll be honest, I was a Lego kid. I didn't give a fuck about no damn Connects unless they had a Luigi to offer. But in 2014, when I saw that they were making Family Guy sets, I didn't do anything because the sets looked like shit. But the Connects blind bag series, there are 6 figures in here and I bought 12 of them. So if I don't get all 6, I think I might be a little upset. Takes me back to the Mario Kart Wii days. Look, it's Peter Griffin, man. Oh boy. Oh Jesus. There we go, Peter Griffin. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but his head is a completely different shade than his arms and his torso here. I'm not sure why, but I think they had a poopy. They fucked up a little bit. I don't know. What is this? Thank God for instructions. I would not be able to do this otherwise. Slowest! The thing that you get with Connects that you don't get with Lego is boobies. It's Chris! Why is he piggy pink? Chris Griffin was never piggy pink in the show, but he is here for some reason. I don't know. Shit! Dad. Shut up, Chris. 2 Chris's. I hope we get 6 more. I was joking! Stop! Brian in 3D just never quite looks that good. But they gave him the Yoshi piece from Mario Kart. He has the Yoshi little tail piece. I just think that's interesting. So I just remembered the odds of getting Meg. I don't remember the exact ratio, but it's very slim. And to be honest, this don't feel like a Meg to me. Suddenly, I'm not feeling very good about this. A little while ago, I was like, we got 12, we'll get the whole family. See, I don't feel good about this at all. We got one of these left. And I'm not feeling too good about this. The moment of truth. That's Lois. Yeah, we're fucked. Okay, so we don't have the whole family. We got 3 Stewies, 3 Brians, 3 Chris's, 2 Loises, and 1 Peter. I think the Peter and Chris are definitely my favorites from this set because they actually feel like a hunk of plastic, you know? Connects, I'm sorry, I love your Mario stuff. You're never beating the bootleg Legos allegations. I want to take a bit of a break here for a second to talk about today's sponsor, Family Guy DVDs. I had you there for a second, didn't I? Family Guy DVDs are the bulk of the Family Guy things I owned before this wonderful banking experience. I own seasons 1 through 4 and 7, separately for some reason. Stewie Griffin, The Untold Story, and I own all 3 of the Star Wars episodes. It just so happens that 2 of them are just gone, so that's nice. These DVDs are so classic, man. I can't even begin to tell you how many times as a kid that I would wake up in the middle of the night to one of these menus. And my god, the art on these is awesome. I love Volume 1's incredibly long Chris Griffin. And yeah, someday I'd love to own every season of this show on DVD, and it's definitely an achievable goal. It's just hard to find the motivation to spend extra money to watch a show that I already have access to on streaming, even if it is censored and has terrible descriptions. But honestly, it's... no way that's the shrimp. Huh. This is a box of just random Family Guy shit. It's really whatever I could find at this point. Byron Funko Prop. I've always wanted the Family Guy Funkos because I think they're interesting, not because I necessarily think they look good. It's just that, like, they're funny. They only made 3... no, sorry, they made 4. They made Peter, they made Brian, they made Stewie, and they made Stewie with a helmet. It's a lot tinier than I thought he'd be. I like it though, it's cute. I will definitely put this somewhere where everybody who comes through my room can see it. This Stewie. It's interesting to me because I don't know what the fuck it does. I actually have no idea what this does or if it even works. It does take 2 AA's though, and I have to go to a secret place to get those. This better be the coolest thing of all fucking time. I'm so excited. I'm stupid, they're AA's. There we go, I'm feeling good about this. It doesn't work anymore. That was a pointless little side quest I just went on. Family Guy Pooper. That's what it's called. I'm not making this up. It literally says Family Guy poopers right there. It says it on the back too. Lift hair and load in candy. Press button to release the fun. I can't even imagine what we're about to experience. Based on the name of the product and the fact that it comes with jelly beans, one can only assume that it poops jelly beans. Yeah, look, there's like a... Whoa! Holy shit, you can enter the rectal area of Peter. Peter Griffin's rectum is now open for business.
Peter,
The back of the box says 2015, so these are like 7-year-old jelly beans. But there's nothing I won't do for content. I'm gonna eat one of these. Jelly beans aren't meant to be that chewy, but that's what we're doing. Go, jelly beans, go. Oh shit, those do not fit. Hold on. Hold on. Whoa, whoa! Are we all ready, children? Are we ready to witness what may possibly be Aiden L history for the first time? I'm ready. Holy shit. I gotta say, pair this with Bean Boozled, you got a 2015 special coming right up. Man, it's been a while since I've had jelly beans. Those are actually pretty good. Uh-oh. You guys want to see a quick peek behind the scenes? Look at this disaster I've been dealing with for the past, like, hour and a half. Look, there's plastic everywhere. There's connects there. The fucking table just broke. Like, the leg of the table just completely came off its hinges. Completely useless fucking thing. My computer fell. Peter almost died. Like, the whole thing is happening. My list is there. This fucking fell off. This is, like, about to fall. Everything's a disaster. We're freehanding the next part. You can probably see I was attempting a bit here where Peter was going to shit out Stewie, and it was going to be like, this is how Stewie was born. His rectum isn't big enough, but it would have been funny, right? Saving the dumbest for last, we got this little bag of random shit. It's a random bag inside of a random box. The first thing we got in this bag is just this random assortment of Mezco figure accessories, but nothing in this other bag like works with these, and they're too big for the other ones I bought, because these ones are tiny as hell. Don't look at those yet. You really gotta fuck with it, but you can make it work, I guess. What are you looking at? And the only other thing in this bag is this weird assortment of little, like, tiny figures. I'll show a size comparison. This is the mini Peter that I showed earlier, and this is the big head Peter that I showed earlier. None of these are that big. Like, look at the Peter compared to my cat. He's nothing. But these are very tiny figures. I don't know where they come from. They look like Pepsi bottle caps, but they're too small, so I don't even know what they are. But, you know, there's a decent set. You got Stewie, you got Brian, you got Peter, you got Cleveland Brown, you got Meg, you got Crash, you got Quagmire, and you got... Oh my god. Dude, I don't know why they gave all these characters, like, little funny poses, but they got Lois doing the sexiest little breasting boobily ass pose of all time. Like, this has got to be misogynistic, bro. Chris is fucking disgusting. He looks like a goblin person. I don't know. The paint job on these is terrible. I didn't even realize Meg was standing backwards. Shit. Fuck. Here we go. There's Meg. There we go. Cleveland, he's presenting himself. He looks like he's about to give a big speech. Peter is, not only is he T-posing, but he's very small. Like, Chris is massive and Peter is tiny. This camera's not focused at all. Brian's chilling. He's thugging that shit out, you know what I'm saying? And Stewie is just like, man, he's fucking fat. Look at that shit. He's built like Mario. Like, oh my god. These, I don't know what these are. They are I'm sorry, my fingers are in the way. But if you look, I don't even know what these are. Like, I have no idea. They're definitely part of the same set. The seller who sold these to me did not even tell me what they were. I have no idea what's going on here. I don't know. I'm so sick of this shit. Now, there is, of course, a ton more Family Guy merch. Too much for me to get into right now. But in the span of one day, I went from owning a couple DVDs and 2 board games to an actual fucking Family Guy shrine. Do I regret it? Yes. But do I regret it? No. I love Family Guy with all my heart, and I'm genuinely thrilled that I have something to show for it now. So if you excuse me, I'm being arrested for my credit card debt. I'll see you guys later.
Somewhere in space, this may all be happening right now. Photograph of D. Norris Productions and Aiden now bring you an adventure unlike anything on your planet. Star Wars.
Here they come! They're coming in too fast!
The story of a boy, a girl, and a universe.
You can.
It's a big crawling space saga of rebellion and romance. It's a spectacle light years ahead of its time. Star Wars, a billion years in the making, and it's coming to your galaxy this winter.